Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yo, 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 what's happening? I don't even have the energy to hit the regular morning show or Jay's, intro. But it is a money making Saturday, man, and I'm ready to make some money today. I got 4 plays loaded up over at PickDawgz Premium that I'm attacking pretty heavy today. Um, so that's what I got going on today. Of course, we're gonna break down a couple more games here on this show, and I got Hot Rod Zawacki with me here today. What's happening, Rod? How you doing?
Doing all right, Jay. Busy day ahead. We got lots of sports action. Looking forward to some big games on the slate, including Ole Miss, Georgia. Gonna see how Vandy does hosting LSU. So definitely some great college football action. Can't complain about yesterday. Went 2-2. I was with you on the hype train at the Jays. And then we seen Little come in, and I was like, "Oh no, no!" Look what happened. Did not want to see that. But hey, we're still alive. You're coming back home here for the Blue Jays, and you got to win too. Possible where they played their best ball all year, so I still have hope that they can get those 2 wins and get to the World Series. So not out of it yet. At least they got the 2 in Seattle and pushed it back to the Rogers Center here. I believe it's Monday. I think it is. It's Monday, if I'm not mistaken. Give them 2 days off.
It's tomorrow, I think.
Or is it tomorrow? Oh, one day out. So right back at it Sunday night. Kicking right into it. So hey, other than that, it was a little windy day for me, 2-0 on the ice. Got to see hockey back, enjoying that. So definitely looking forward to Saturday's actually big hockey card, big college football card. So hey, without further ado, let's get to it.
Let's do it. I was 0-1 yesterday. All I had yesterday was the Jays. Grand Slam?
Grand Slam, yeah, Grand Slam made it 6-2. It was
Up
like
2-1 all game and then blow up. Oof, it hurt.
brought in
Was what it
Little.
was though.
Brought in Little, and I was like, not anybody but Little. I would have been happy to see come out of the pan, but Little's just had tough. He's just been tough. He tried, gave it an effort, but fell short again.
Yep. We'll see if they bounce back tomorrow and force a game 7. Let's do it, my man. Let's do it. It's gonna be a quicker show, ladies and gentlemen. Today it's gonna be a quicker one. Let's do it, right? Let's get in and out of here today, man. Money making Saturday. Alrighty. We'll just do 3 segments. First, we'll do 11 o'clock to 3. So what's that, noon?
So the nooners till 3 p.m. Easterns.
Yes, sir.
We'll include the 3:30 Eastern ones, or we'll just do
No,
the
we'll
3.
stop. Yeah,
Stop at 3.
Yeah, we'll stop at 3. Or no, we'll
All
go.
right.
We can go 3. We can go. No, yeah, stop at 3.
Stop at 3 because there's usually a pile of 3:30 games, and there's some pretty good ones at 3:30 too. So
slot.
yeah, we'll do the nooners. Hey, big game on.
The ones I have the graphics for Georgia Tech, Duke, LSU, Vandy, Baylor, TCU, Oklahoma, South Carolina. I think are all the ones in this first slot that I have graphics for. There's a couple other games in here too, though. How you feeling?
And we're looking at that first slot game, right? We're looking at the LSU taking on Vandy. Big game here. This was a 2.5. I see it's come down. Vandy laying 1.5 here in this matchup. Vandy at home 3-0 at home this season, straight up 2-1 against the spread. And Pavia has just been rolling along with this Vandy offense here in this one. But I think this LSU defense is going to make things a little bit tough for Vandy here in this one. But I think we haven't seen the best out of LSU yet this season. I'm waiting for the QB to get things are rolling. We just haven't seen the best of him. But I think here in this one, he's able to get to that Vandy secondary and able to score some points as well. So for me, I'm thinking this is where it ends here. Vandy's been a nice little underdog in plenty of situations, and now they're favored here in this spot. And it was a 2.5 earlier, so we've seen some sharper money come in on LSU. I like LSU on the money line. I think they come in here. They're able to keep up scoring with Vandy here in this one. And 48.5, I would lean to an over, but I'm going to take the Tigers here in this matchup. I think they come into Vandy. You look at what they did last year here against Vandy. It was a 24-17 win for LSU. I think we might see a little more points than what we did in that 24-17 win, but I think LSU gets the job done again. I'll grab LSU on the money line in this one. And then one more I'm looking at the Oklahoma game. You got Oklahoma heading into South Carolina to take on the Gamecocks here in this one. And it's the big question mark with Mateer at QB. We see what he did last week against your Texas squad, and he threw 3 picks in that game. So we've seen that the broken hand does make things difficult for him throwing the ball. He wasn't comfortable. Does he get more comfortable this week? Doubt it. 1 week later after breaking your hand, I think it's going to take a few weeks for him to get more comfortable with that ball. But you know what this Oklahoma State defense can do? Absolutely lights out. I think they slow up the Gamecocks here in this one, and we get ourselves an under. 42.5, I think, just seems a touch high in this one. Going to be tough for Oklahoma State to be able to put up points, as we've seen last week against your Texas squad. They weren't moving the ball offensively. Mateer does love to use his feet and run, but how much do they want him to be out there running it with that broken hand? You don't want him to get even more hurt, because you're going to need him later down the line in some bigger games. So I don't think Oklahoma going to try to establish the run. And South Carolina here, just good luck finding any offense for them. It's going to be very tough sledding against the top 5 Oklahoma State defense, I would say, in the nation, that can slow up the Gamecocks. So give me the under 42.5. I also think Mateer, they don't want him to run the ball, but I think he's going to have to at some point, and I think he runs one in for a touchdown. So I'm going to take a prop with Mateer to run one in for a touchdown as well.
Just tell you my thoughts on the ones I got the graphics on. A lot of people I respect are on Duke in this game against Georgia Tech. I personally would want to take Georgia Tech. This is a game I don't have any money on. I will not have any money on. But Duke is favored in this game for good reason. You know, you got the home unranked team favored over the ranked team. Seeing the 11 o'clock window, I'm leaving it alone. A lot of people I respect are on Duke. Some of the best bettors I know are on Duke in this one. Just giving y'all some information.
Duke 10 straight wins as a favorite. Had coming into that one, little streak for you on that one there. I'm gonna lie, I'm the other side. I'm telling you, I'm not on Duke. I like Georgia Tech here. I like the Yellow Jackets to come in and get the win. I think they can find some spots to move against this Duke defense, namely that secondary. I think they're able to pick it apart and get the win. I like Georgia. Give me Georgia Tech in that one.
Baylor TCU is another game. It's kind of like that Duke Georgia Tech, where it's like I can make an argument going both ways. Nothing jumped off the page to me enough to put a lot of money on it. I'm going to leave it alone personally. If I were to pick a side, I would probably lean towards the Horned Frogs in the bounce back spot. But, you know, not nothing I'm totally in love with.
I like the over in that one if you're really looking at it. Baylor on the road, 2-0 on the road. Played pretty well. No losses is Baylor out on the road. They are 1-1 ATS because they had a game they were favored in and lost. Didn't cover the spread in that one. But, hey, they're still 2-0 on the road. But like an over. I think TCU can, as you say, I lean to TCU as well just because their offense is better. So I think there's a total of 65.5 for a reason. And it risen too. So I like the over, but I think TCU pulls away late. I just don't think Baylor has the offensive horses to keep up.
I'm gonna take Vandy in this one. Just think clearly here, everybody. Vandy favored over LSU. Tell you everything you need to know. Tell you everything you need to know. To me, I don't trust this LSU team out on the road. Both times we've seen them on the road, they've looked extremely underwhelming. At Clemson, yeah, they won that game, but knowing now what Clemson is, that win looks really underwhelming, and they did not look good really in that game. And then what was the other one at Ole Miss? Was that the other one? So they looked underwhelming in that one as well. Diego Pavia is a dog, man. He's a dog, and I think last year we saw them get Bama. This year they get LSU. Um, Give me Vandy outright money line. Lay the points however you want to play it. And I'm gonna take. I'm gonna lean towards Oklahoma. I don't love the 4.5, but I also am kind of in the thought process that it's this number for a reason. South Carolina, they've been one of the most overrated teams coming into college football this season. Uh, while I do have question marks about Oklahoma on the road, we haven't really seen them in too many road environments this year. I'm just gonna stay pat on what I said last week. I still like this Oklahoma team, and don't try to take anything from the Texas game and move it forward. I told y'all move it. I told y'all before that game, and I'm telling you after. You got to take Texas OU and just throw that shit out the window. Just throw it out the window. That's a rivalry game. Like those two gonna go at each other's necks every year, no matter how good, how bad the teams are. So I'm not taking too much from that game. Mateer, first game back coming off the hand injury. I think he looks much better today against a worse defense in South Carolina than Texas's defense. I think Oklahoma has some opportunities, especially rushing the football. I would lean towards Oklahoma laying the 4.5. Kind of my thoughts here in this one. All right, let's go to the next slide, man. We got Ohio State and Wisconsin. We got Michigan State, Indiana, Texas A&M, and Arkansas. We got Ole Miss, Georgia, SMU, Clemson, UTSA, North Texas, Texas Tech, Arizona State, Memphis, UAB, Florida, Mississippi State is where we will stop, and then we'll do that last slide all in one.
Yeah, not as many late night games here, college football this week. So
yeah,
but a big middle slot.
Yeah, huge spot right here.
Yeah, huge middle spot here.
I talked with Al McMorty about this one on the college football show. He came on the show, took Wisconsin. I would slightly agree with him in this one. They're a bad football team, bro, and I don't want to put no money on Wisconsin. I don't have any money on Wisconsin. But as he explained, this is just too big of a number. Ohio State is the better football team, but on the road laying this many, I think you're asking for it. Again, I don't have any money on this one, but I'm leaning in the direction of Wisconsin. I just think it's a case of too many points. Indiana, Michigan State, I'm cool. It's just an outright pass. Michigan State's awful, and Indiana is a swag team, but off that huge win last week, am I rushing to lay 4 touchdowns? Not really. All aboard the hate train. I'm still hating on Texas A&M. Let's get it done today. Woo, pig, suey. I think the Razorbacks keep this game semi-competitive. A&M probably wins the game, but you take them out of Kyle Field, out of one of the best venues in college football on the road. I still got major question marks about this team. Everybody else is ready to crown this team as one of the best teams in the country, and they might be that, but I think now you're starting to run into situations where personally I think they're overrated and overvalued. Nothing here tells me lay 2 possessions on the road, and that's what you need them to win by, a touchdown and some on the road. At home, I get it. Kyle Field, home venue, be rocking down there in College Station, but on the road here, they're the better team. They are the better team, but I love that hook on the 7. I'm going to lean towards Arkansas. It's probably a 7-point game. Texas Tech A, Arizona State. I'm cool. I'm just cool. Texas Tech is my Big 12 winner, but we're kind of entering that space right now. I think they're the better team in this one. It's kind of the same situation I was saying about Arkansas, where it's like we know that A&M's the better football team. We know that Tech's the better football team, but that hook on that 7 on the road against a quality opponent, Arkansas, they're not terrible. They're not good, but they're not terrible. Same thing with Arizona State. They're not good, but they're not terrible. They're a quality opponent, and I just don't want to expect teams to go in there and win by double digits. So what I'll do, give me a 2-team parlay. Give me Arizona State plus 7.5. Give me Arkansas plus 7.5. We'll pair them up. Georgia, Ole Miss. Another hook on the 7.5. I'm taking Ole Miss. That hook, man. I don't know. We'll see if I got by the hook or if the hook saves my life today. Honestly, though, I think Ole Miss got a legitimate chance to win this game outright. Georgia just hasn't been all of that to me this year. I know Ole Miss was disappointing last week, but this is a huge game for them, really, for both teams. I want the 7.5, and I kind of want to sprinkle outright money line on Ole Miss. And that's it for me. How you feeling?
And for here in these this middle spot, let's get it going. We're going to start it with Troy heading into ULM. ULM at home here as a home dog. They're 2-0 straight up here at home. 1-1 against the number, only because they were favored by a few too many there in that one. But I'll take ULM over Troy, plus the points in that little matchup there. And then looking at this big game, Ole Miss taking on Georgia, right? Ole Miss didn't look good last week, but I was looking ahead to this spot here. Just Georgia covering numbers that haven't been good. 1-3 ATS wise here at home. And as I said, Ole Miss has this one circled. You look, Georgia 2-14 ATS as a favorite here in the first half. They're slow starters, notorious slow starters is Georgia coming out of the gate. So for me here, I think Ole Miss, they got to get off to a big start here and grab themselves a lead early, and that's what Lane Kiffin loves to do. 23-9 ATS wise in that first half, and we see scoring wise, Ole Miss is definitely outscoring Georgia in this first half, and I think you're getting 3.5 here with Ole Miss first half. I'll grab it. Give me Ole Miss plus the 3.5 here, and the full game. You look, Georgia 0-7 ATS wise after a game where they committed no turnovers, and then also following a win. They don't fare so well the next game does Georgia. Georgia covering numbers, especially this big, is just not what they're built to do. They're built to win games. Do they win this one? I don't know. I'm with you. I think Ole Miss has a shot to win this one outright. I think this is the one they were looking forward to and has circled. So I loved it at 9.5. I still love it at 7.5. I think most places drop this thing down to 7. If you can find the hook, scoop it up quick. But I think most places have this thing at 7 now in most books. Shop your number. If you can find a 7.5 still, I like it. That's why I'm giving you out. Give me the 3.5 here. Ole Miss first half. Next one in this middle block that I'm looking at here. You touched on it. You got Michigan State on the road. I want to take Michigan State so bad. I am going to take Michigan State here, plus that big number. I know Indiana's been good, 4-0 at home, 3-1 against the number, 6-0 straight up. I think they win this game, but are they looking to blow up Michigan State by 4 touchdowns or more here in this one? No, I think Michigan State is able to slow up the Indiana squad running the ball, and it's more like a 14, 17-point win. Indiana cruises to the win. But I think Michigan State and Sparty and company get the cover. This thing's been at 27.5 all week, and I haven't seen it move a whole lot. So if Indiana was going to roll, I was expecting to see a 28, and we haven't. It's still a 27.5 here. So I'll take Sparty plus the 27.5 in that one. And I'm with you. Give me the Hogs here at home. You're going to give me 7.5 with Arkansas. The way they can run the ball here, they'll be able to keep it out of Texas A&M's offense's hand. And you look Texas A&M covering the number. Hey, they're 50-50, 3-3 against covering the spread this season. They are 6-0, playing the better football, but I think Arkansas, this is like their Super Bowl. So give me the 7.5. You can get there. And then you know what? Here's a big one. Here's a big upset I'm going to give you guys. You got Boise in this middle block as well, and they're hosting UNLV. And you look at UNLV here, rolling along, undefeated UNLV, and you're getting 13 points with UNLV here in this one. I don't want the 13 points. I think UNLV, their defense has some question marks. So this probably will be a shootout on the blue field here in Boise. But I'm going to grab UNLV. They just keep finding a way. They've got themselves down early in a few games this season, but continue to come fighting back and grab themselves a win. So I think big upset special today for me. I'm taking a shot here with UNLV money line to outright Boise on the blue field. I know it's a tough ask, just a little sprinkle, a little pizza money, not going crazy bet in the house, but I think it's worth a shot to take UNLV. Still perfect out on the road, 3-0. Both these teams, Boise 3-0 at home, UNLV 3-0 on the road, and I think they got the horses to keep up with Boise. So give me UNLV. You can grab the points if you like, but I'm going to take them on the money line in that one. And then you want another outright dog? Give me SMU. Clemson is awful this season. Awful. SMU's got the horses. This is one of their Super Bowls. They got circled, and they're like, ooh, we know Clemson isn't the greatest. I think SMU can come into Clemson here and grab themselves an outright win and just finish Clemson off. I'll burn the hat. It'll be all done with it. We can put Clemson aside. Give me SMU on the money line in that matchup. And then I got to go. I'm with Big Al. I think this is one of those spots that Ryan Day and company get the win, but it's more like a 14-point win. I just don't think Ohio State's looking to I don't think they can run out Wisconsin and they're on their own field. Wisconsin's solid defensively, not offensively is Wisconsin. That's where they might struggle, is offensively. As long as they don't have too many 3 and outs or turn the ball over and give Ohio State those quick scores. As long as you're not throwing pick sixes and you're making Ohio State have to go the length of the field to score their points, Ryan Day will use the clock, get the win, and get out of Wisconsin. Not looking to blow out Wisconsin. So I'm with Big Al. Give me the Wisconsin plus the 25 in that one. And then, you know what? Another one, middle block here. You got Old Dominion taking on James Madison. James Madison 3-0 at home here. JMU's been good to us, 5-1 straight up. But you know what? I think ODU's got the horses to come in and upset JMU here in this one. I'm going to take ODU. Give me Old Dominion to come into James Madison and get the outright win. You look at Old Dominion, 4-2 on the year. Solid football squad. And I think they come into JMU and get the win. Give me ODU in that one. And I think that's it for the middle block.
Fair enough. Last slot of the day in college football, we got Maryland, UCLA, Oregon, Rutgers, Hook'em versus Kentucky, Penn State, Iowa, South California, USC versus Notre Dame. USF versus North Texas. No, that's last week. That's last week game. I don't know why that's in there. USF versus FAU. That's what they playing. North Texas is playing. Who are they playing? North Texas is playing.
UTSA, aren't they?
Yeah, UTSA. That's what they playing. I kind of like North Texas in that game against UTSA. They're going to bounce back and blow their ass up.
I like the over. North Texas games is just like over.
Florida State, Stanford. Would you like to close out the day in college football?
College football in the late slate here for me. A couple games I'm looking at here in the late spot. First one I'm looking at is I think it's too many points. Alabama laying 9.5 here against Tennessee. Tennessee 1-0 on the road, 5-1 in the year. Both these squads 5-1. Alabama laying a big giant number. I think Alabama wins this football game, but more like by a touchdown. So I'll grab Tennessee plus the points. And I also lead to an over. I think we see both offenses can score plenty of points. defensively. Hey, this is going to turn into one of those track meet games. Total at 59 for a reason. I think we easily cruise into the 60s. Both offenses can score enough there to get us over the total. And then another over I like. We know USC defensively, they can give up plenty of points, and Notre Dame can score plenty of points quick. USC, their offense is the same. Air raid offense, score some points. Yeah, give me the over 59. USC and Notre Dame. And then I there's a couple big spots here in this night game. First one is the Holy War. Utah heading into BYU for the Holy War, and I got to grab the home dog there, plus the 3.5. BYU 3-0 at home. This game always usually comes down to who's got the ball last. So who's going to kick that field goal late? Could be Utah, but either way, you want to grab those points. I'll take BYU plus the 3.5 in the Holy War. And then another big game. You got Mizzou heading into Auburn. Auburn tried to hang with Georgia last week. They had a great first half, but that Georgia defense just was too much. Auburn wasn't able to move the ball in the second half and got shut down. And I think Mizzou can do the same thing. They have that same type of defense, shut down defense, and I think that's what they do against Auburn. I know Mizzou is last game out. Their defenseman took a really bad penalty, and he was the leader, the captain on that Missouri squad, and got the targeting call. I don't think he went out to target on purpose, but he got the call, got tossed out of the game, and that messes up your defense. He'll be in this one. I think he slows up Auburn. I kind of like an under as well, but I'm going to take Missouri. They're favorite out here on the road, -2, heading into Auburn. Tough game, but I think Mizzou gets the job done there. I'll lay it. 1.5. I see 2 in most places. Give me Missouri over Auburn.
That's a tough one. Mizzou, Auburn. That's a flip a coin game.
Tough.
Mizzou is the better football team, but do I trust Mizzou on the road in Auburn? Auburn offensively challenged. Do I really want to back Jackson Arnold? I'm cool.
It's a tight game. I'm not saying it's close.
Give me the Irish. Give me Notre Dame. Yeah. Y'all know I never take Notre Dame. I hate the gold helmets. So a couple of people that I really respect talk me on to Notre Dame in this one, though. I'm kind of line reading. Line tells you what you need to know. They're the sizable favorites in this game for good reason. I think they will be able to come in here and play Notre Dame football. Just control the line of scrimmage. I don't think South Carolina will be able to stop the two-headed monster running back room that Notre Dame has. And Notre Dame needs a huge win. You know, their first 2 games against the first 2 huge opponents, they lost to begin their season. So they need a huge win on their resume at home here today. I think they do exactly that. Kind of run the score up a little bit. Give me the Irish. I'll lay the 9.5. Alabama. Give me the roll tide roll. Tennessee got a lot of offensive firepower, but I think Bama has the defense to kind of slow it down. You know, this Bama team, everybody cut them off when they lost to Florida State early in the season, but since then they've kind of been a different team. And I think at home, good statement win for them. I think they dominate Tennessee in this one. I think this one is going to be like a 10-point win for Roll Tide. So I'm not fading them in this spot, not for Tennessee. They got a good offense, but their defense has major question marks still. Give me Alabama. I would take Penn State money line. It's the fire your coach angle, you know. It's the overreaction angle as well. This team was not that long ago. Everybody was telling me one of the top 2 teams in the country. That's what y'all was telling me. So now you're telling me they're a dog to Iowa? Like, how does that don't even make sense. Like, that's a complete overreaction. I know they have had 2 really concerning back-to-back losses at UCLA. Can't even describe how criminal that was. And then losing to Northwestern is bad as well. Teams usually play well after they fire their coach, though. Iowa, they not nothing. They especially not to be favored in this game. Talent wise, if we're talking pure talent, Penn State is still by far, in my opinion, the better football team. Tough ass to go on the road and play Iowa after losing 2 games that they should have won, but I ain't scared. I'm not scared. Give me Penn State. Overreaction spot. Hook 'em. We're alive, baby. We're good, man. I'm glad that all y'all jumped off. I'm glad. Stay on that side. Do not come back. I'm not mad at my team, bro. I'm not mad at my team. We got 2 losses on the road at the number 1 team in the country. One of the toughest venues to play in college football. First really career start for my young quarterback. I don't care who your team is, your team would have lost that game too. Right? And the other one was first road SEC start of his career in one of the toughest venues to play down in the swamp. Gators were playing for their coach, Billy Napier. They got a good win. What is it? Lexington is nothing compared to the Horseshoe or the Swamp. Nothing compared to that. I think Texas comes in here and just dominates Kentucky. I don't think Kentucky does much of anything offensively. I think today's the day you see just how good Texas defense is. And Arch, who got some swag last week, man, he got some confidence last week, man, against a really good Oklahoma defense. I think we'll be able to move the football this week against Kentucky. So I think there's a 2 touchdown win for the Longhorns. Hook 'em. As of right now, this is not a premium bet for me. It probably should have been, though. So
I think it should be.
Yeah, it probably should.
I think Archie Manning, guys, goes off for a big game here, especially against a Kentucky squad that their secondary is awful. They're giving up well over 8 yards per pass. I think he picks them apart here today. Throwing some running as well, because they'll try to defend the pass. I'm with you. This is 12.5 for a reason. I think it's at least a 2 touchdown blowout win for Texas. I'm with you here.
What is the number right now? Somebody said it's not 3. No, it is 12.5. It's 12.5. All right, with the Longhorn hat. What the heck? Turn me up.
Hook him up. Let's go.
And that's really it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. I avoided pretty much all my premiums today, so sorry. I got 4 plays. I talked about one of them. I did talk about one of them. The other 3 I did not talk about, though. Speaking of where we got a Pick Dawgz premium today, Hot Razaweki, what you got going on today?
And for me, over Pick Dawgz premium today, I got 7 plays going. And it kicks off early. I got a 3-pack in the high nooners, so you can scoop that up. Then I got a few plays for long-term subscribers. I'm going to have an NHL pack up here shortly. 3-pack on the ice for you today. I just have to throw them into that package and get them up there, so they're in there already for you. So 7 on the college football slate, 3 on the ice going today. So 10 plays in total. Definitely 3 straight winning days here over at Pick Dawgz, looking to make it 4 straight winning days. So definitely jump aboard. And better yet, grab that long-term pass, 3 days, 7 days, 30-day. It's that time of year. So much sports overlapping here with the NHL, college football, NFL tomorrow. NBA is back on Tuesday, 3 days away from it. So a week pass gets you right into the start of the NBA as well. College basketball, we had a great season there. That's only less than 2 weeks away as well to return back onto the hardwood as well. So basketball is right in the mix. Jump aboard. Let's have a big Saturday together. Take advantage. Pair me and Jay up. Have yourself a big winning day over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Jump aboard. Don't forget pick and check out as well.
On a hot ride, Zawacki, ladies and gentlemen, and do exactly that. Continue to kick the crap out of the books. Money making Saturday, man. For me today, as of right now, I got 4 plays on the card. I got 1 in the 11 o'clock window. Start our day with some early cash, put some money in our pockets. And then I have 3 other plays. I have a behind the woodshed blowout winner. I think it's going to be a wire ass kicking, no sweat bet. You can scoop that up for $25 at PickDawgz Premium. I have a plus money underdog. I think the wrong team is favored in this game. I want to attack the plus money with the underdog. You can scoop that up for $25 over at PickDawgz Premium. And then I have my college football Saturday big play of the week. That's the play I personally have the most money on today. You can scoop that one up for $30 over at PickDawgz Premium. It's in the later window. I think it's in that 3:30 window. So you got some time to get in on that. Love that play today. Absolutely love that play today. So 4 plays in total for me today. I might go ahead and put Texas in there. I probably am. Freemium. I'm going to add Texas. So I got 5. I'm going to have 5 plays because I am going to put money on Texas. So who am I kidding? So I got 5 plays today. Freemium for y'all. Hook 'em horns. And what I want to tell you, though, is tomorrow I have my NFL underdog of the year. My underdog of the year. Where we in? Week 7? And I already got my underdog of the year. I think it's the best underdog on the board. And I have to attack it. And I'm attacking it outright money line. I'm gonna load it up right after the show. So you can scoop that up for tomorrow. Jay's NFL underdog of the year. I think they went outright. So you can scoop it up over at PickDawgz Premium. And like Rod said, Tuesday. It's been a long summer for me, man, covering baseball, covering college football. Those are not really my best sports. I'm putting the work in, I'm putting the effort in, and the results are kind of starting to follow, but we know what I do. We know what my best is. And we return back on Tuesday, man. I'm one of the best in the world betting the NBA. Man, and we're back on Tuesday. Jam session will be back Monday night. So buckle up. Be ready, man. Can't wait for it. Go ahead and hop on a week pass, man. It gets you today, tomorrow, and into the NBA. So you can go ahead and hop on that today. Or like Rod said, premium him up. Let's make it a good, profitable weekend. And you could go longer than that if you want to as well. And college basketball on the horizon. Man, it's that time of year, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see. We'll just do one slot right here, Rod. Anything else today that jumps off the page to you? I know there's a couple other sports. Like I know there's some hockey today. Anything over there that's interesting to you?
Yeah, you're looking at your Dallas Stars looking for a bounce back. Hey, they lost to the Canucks. This should be a good one here, taking on St. Louis. St. Louis 0-2 at home. I think your Dallas Stars bounce back here. 2-0 on the road is Dallas. They got had by the Canucks because the Smith was in goal. So we know the Smith isn't going there. It'll be Odger back in goal, and I think this is the Odger tour of the year. After being thoroughly embarrassed in the playoffs by Coach the Boards last year, Odger's going to have the season of a lifetime. I'm telling you, for Dallas this season. It is what it is. So if I see the Smith, then I'm going to fade the Dallas Stars. It's just I don't like the Smith. The Smith, we've seen what he did. The Canucks got him for 4 in that second period. He's not in goal tonight. So Dallas with the bounce back. Love Dallas to be up on St. Louis. St. Louis for some reason at home, not very good. Love that one there. And then one other little doggy. You look at Pittsburgh. Hey, they've been out on the road, right? Playing all right, but they've been playing above their where they should be. So time for a little bit of regression. Time for the Sharks to get themselves a win as well. Take San Jose over Pittsburgh. It's not like San Jose hasn't been competitive in a lot of their games. They've been right there. They've even taken a couple to overtime and not just taken the loss. So I like San Jose over Pittsburgh in that one. Pittsburgh's been enjoying the beach a little bit. Couple there for you. And then I got a short for you. Go check out that one. There's 3-teamer for you in the NHL.
There you go. Only thing I like in the NHL today, I'm attacking plus money. There's something that jumps off the page to me. It is the Kings. LA Kings have plus money today against the Hurricanes. Another Hurricanes rolling. 4-0 to start the season. You know, have looked well here on this West Coast trip. Beat up on the Sharks, beat up on Anaheim. I know the Kings haven't looked good. They've lost 3 straight. Pittsburgh at home. Lost to the Wild, lost to Winnipeg. I think today's a get right spot for them at home, though. I just think it's a good get right spot. Good spot to fade Carolina on the West Coast. They've been there for quite a while, kind of missing home a little bit, I think. LA bounce back spot at home after losing 3 straight. Should get a good effort from LA in this game tonight. It may be a little sleepy spot from Carolina. Nice little plus money spot for me today in hockey. That's really all I like today. I don't love my stars today. I don't. I tell y'all when I do. Today I don't. And the other one that's interesting is the Devils money line against the Oilers. I'm not in love with it, but I don't really like the spot for the Oilers. 3rd road game in a row. I like what I've seen from New Jersey. They've won 3 straight, beat Tampa, the Blue Jackets, and then just beat Florida at home. So I kind of want to keep momentum rolling forward at home with New Jersey, but not rushing to the window with it.
And there's the day games haven't been notoriously not very good, so it's one of those things.
Yep. But that's it, man. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Parlay time. Parlay. What you got for us, Rock?
A little 3-teamer here in college football for you. First one, we're going to take Ole Miss in that first half, grab the 3.5. And then I like Texas, as I said. I think they won by 14 plus. So lay the 12.5 with Texas. And then throw in UNLV plus the 13 points. A little 3-teamer for you there today.
Let's see. I'm going to go Texas, Penn State, Notre Dame. Texas, Penn State, Notre Dame, Arkansas. 14. Texas, Penn State, Notre Dame, Arkansas. Like 14. Put 100 on it. 100 payout, what? 1,200? Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
We'll see. Any final words we got here for the day, Hot Rods Whack?
Hey, make it a winning one, everybody. Have a good day.
Same for me. See y'all tomorrow. NFL. Cover NFL tomorrow.
Definitely be back tomorrow covering some NFL. It's a big game tomorrow too in the NFL. Looking forward to that slate as well.
Yep. Calm before the storm. So.
That's right, because then we're going to throw back in, and we're going to throw NBA and college basketball right around the corner as well. So, hey, looking forward to it. Don't worry, the big mug is loading here, so we'll be having the big coffee mug going again.
See y'all tomorrow, man. Make it a winning day. Appreciate y'all more than y'all know. We out here. Peace.